Welcome back to the dojo. Welcome back to the daily discussions. I wanted to talk to you about something very simple. Do it today. Let me I want to adjust my phone a little bit. Yeah, I think that's about where we want it. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I like to be centered in the screen. But yeah, the subject matter. Do it today. What are you talking about, Hawk Sensei? Just that. Do it today. If there's anything in life that you want to start or anything that you want to do, the best time to start is now. No, seriously. The best time to start is always right now. So, if this video came across your desk and you're not willing to start it today or right now, you probably don't really want to do it. As time goes on, as days go by, you look at yourself like, man, why ain't I done this yet? Why haven't I started this project yet? Because you don't really want to. That's all. It's best to be honest with ourselves. If you're not going to be honest with yourself tomorrow, at least be honest with yourself today. Do you really want to start it? Do you really even want to complete it? If there is a completion to it, do you have a completion point? You know, I realize a lot of times I always talk about, work your plan and all that. But sometimes it's as simple as just simply getting started. Sometimes you just simply have to get started. And I feel like today is a perfect day to get started whenever this video finds you, because who knows? It could be a year, a month, 2 months, 3 months, somewhere down the road when this video finds you. And I feel like it found you at the perfect time. There's something you got dreams or aspirations or goals about. Why not start today? What's holding you back from starting your journey today? What is holding you back? Is it your circumstances or is it really yourself? A lot of times I think we suffer more inside our minds than we actually do in reality. Yes. And there's a lot of things in my life that I started but I didn't complete. Sometimes you get to a point where you say, you know what? I don't really think this is worth it, or I'm not sure about this. But I definitely got started. It wasn't always right now. Sometimes I pondered and thought on things, contemplated for quite a while. And then I said, you know what? Why don't I give this a shot? Why don't I go for it today? And I was always happy that I started at some point. But I didn't want to be one of those people who's on my deathbed saying, man, all the things I could have done, all the things I could have tried to achieve, everything that I ever wanted to do, I kind of tried it, or at least I got started. It's not to say that you're going to win or be a big winner, or you're going to, you know, finish first in a triathlon. No. What I'm saying is just get started. Just simply get started. Despise not the day of small beginnings. It tells us that in the Bible. Despise not the day of small beginnings. No matter where it is your starting point is, you can't complete something until you're started, right? You can't do anything, you can't complete anything until you get started. So again, I'm going to ask, what is it that's holding you back? What is it that's keeping you from moving forward? If there's nothing in your way, if there's nothing stopping you but you, I think today's the day, man. I think today's the day. And I don't got to know you from a hole in the wall or a can of paint or anything to say, you know what? Today's the day. Today is the day. Think about how upset you'll be when you realize that nothing's guaranteed in this world, and none of us know if we'll even make it to tomorrow. I don't mean to sound grim. I don't mean to sound callous or hollow. I'm just trying to bring the reality to you the same way that I see it. You know, nothing will ever get done if you never get started. So, at some point in your journey through life, you have to get started. I've started so many things that I just quit on. You know, it makes me upset with myself that I quit on things, but you can't say I didn't start. You can't say I didn't start. Starting sometimes is the hardest point of completion. Sometimes starting is the hardest point, but you can't let that scare you. You can't let success scare you. Success, in my opinion, is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, something that you want to accomplish, or something that you want to do or be. You know what I mean? The road to success may be difficult, but it's the progressive realization, meaning as time goes on, you get closer and closer and closer. You get better and better and better. You become more adept, more astute, more inclined to do something the more that you do it. It's, the practice makes perfect philosophy, you know. And I'm not outside today because I wanted to be inside today. It's a bit of a rainy day today, and I wanted to stay inside the dojo to talk today, you know. So when we go back into the subject matter of do it today, I'm talking to you, anybody watching this video. What is it that's holding you back? What's holding you back? A lot of times it's really ourselves that's holding us back. Sometimes you got to turn off the negative thoughts in your brain. You got to shut that thing off so you can start reaching for positive things. It may be people in your life who don't believe in you, maybe why you're not confident enough to start. But if they don't believe in you before you start, do you think they're going to believe in you when you get started? They're only going to believe in you once you've actually accomplished it. When you leave no room for doubt. Oh man, he said he was going to do that and he did it. He sure enough did. You That's what it's about. People are not going to believe in you until you start, or at least until you're close to finishing. That's just how people are. People don't care enough to care about you or what it is that you're doing until they see the final product or the finished product. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes people seeing the puzzle being almost complete before they can actually visualize what the picture is. That's just how most people work. And most people, they're trying to put together their own little picture puzzle. So they ain't got time to try to figure out yours and then theirs. Most people are selfish and self-centered, petty and dishonest. So you can't worry about what other people are thinking and saying and doing. You got to worry about you, your mission, and your goal. I'm not telling you to be selfish, but you got to be focused on self. Not telling you to be selfish, but you got to be focused on self. You can want to help your friends, you can try to support them, but it's only going to go as far as they want it to. You know what I mean? They only want your help to a certain degree. A lot of times I realize people want to do things on their own. People want to feel like they've accomplished it on their own or with little or no help. People don't want, well, some do. Some want handouts and helping hands the whole way. But then if you got handouts and helping hands the whole way, did you really do anything? Did you really accomplish anything? No, people supported you. People lifted you up. So you didn't have to do no heavy lifting or heavy work. You know what I mean? But that's not what this is about. This is about you accomplishing your goals, accomplishing your dreams. You got to be the one to decide, you know what? Today's the day. Come hell or high water, I'm getting started today. Buy your resources, buy the materials needed, You may need to get a study guide. You may need to get some books. You may need to read some articles. You may need to go online and do a little bit of research. I don't know what it is that you're trying to do or what it is that you want to achieve in life, but whatever it is, why not get started today? We're not getting any younger. I don't know if you realize that. We're not getting any younger. With each passing day, we get older. Hopefully, we get wiser too. But with each passing day, we get older. And all the days that passed, you cannot get them back. That's another reason why you should start today. I don't really have too much to say about starting today, except everything that I just said. You know what I mean? But it's not me who has to do the things that you're trying to do. I got my own things. I've already got started. I started my YouTube page like 10 years ago in 2015. And I'm just now starting to see growth. I started a long time ago. You know what I mean? But it's only in this recent year where I started seeing serious change on my channel because I started taking it serious. Even though I started back in 2015, I didn't really get started until late 2024. I've been seeing a lot of growth on my channel. Growth that has me astonished. I didn't think I was worthy of over 100 subscribers. But here we are. Back in October. It was around Octoberish in 2024 where I decided I'm going to take my YouTube more seriously and I'm going to post every single day. If I miss a day, I post to cover it. I've posted enough to cover, you know what I mean? I just posted like 30 videos in like the past week. I posted more than that, but I'm talking about my reaction videos. I just recently started doing reaction videos and I posted like 30 videos in the past week. All you gotta do is just go to my playlist and you'll find Sensei Reactions. You know, anything I put under Sensei's Reactions, that's my reactionary content. Anything under Retro Gaming, that's gaming content, but gaming for the past, gaming in the past, the good games, all the old gold. You know, I even have a playlist for these, my daily talks and daily discussions. It's called Daily Discussions, and I've got over 200 something videos there. You know, we slowly making our way to 3. I wanted to do this every day for a year. Even though I missed a few days, I can take 2 weeks to recover. And I just wanted to say 365 daily discussions at the end of it. That's my goal. And I've been working on that every single day. If I missed a day, then I post 2 in the place of it. You know what I mean? Until I can get that number back to where it should be because of all the days that passed. It's been over 200 days since I started doing daily discussions. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm doing relatively good. It didn't start off that way. It started off very, very slow, maybe only getting a couple views here, a couple views there. Might do a small breakout video like this video gets 20 views. This one got 30. The biggest one that I did was Being Gangster or Stupid. That has over 660 views. You know what I mean? You gotta get started. It was after 200 days, after more than 200 days, when I got a breakout video that did more than 300, 400, 500 views, and I'm just sitting here talking to the camera. Maybe it was because the topic was a little controversial. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of backlash, but there were intelligent people who came into the comment section and helped me see the light of what it was that I was saying. You know, there's a difference between somebody being a gangster and somebody just being a crash out, if you will. Gangsters, they move in silence. They don't really, you know, announce their moves or flash everything on social media. They're real quiet. They're like real ninjas, if you want to take it there. But, you know, you got people who crashing out on the street. They flashing all they quote unquote wealth. They showing guns. That's not really a gangster. That's a crash out. That's a crash out. So I could say that I stand corrected. You know, it was just that the first person who tried to come in there and correct me, they was just really, really ignorant. They didn't know what they was talking about. They had an idea and they lost it because they wanted to start flinging insults on them. But we're not worried about that. We're that was over a week ago. I think I made that video. But look, before I go, I want to ask you again: what's holding you back? What's keeping you from starting today? Because the best time to start is always right now. So, with that being said, Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. I hope you're waking up every day with a plan, a purpose, and a smile. If you're not waking up with a plan, a purpose, and a smile, hey, at least you're waking up. We don't know if we're going to wake up tomorrow, so get started today. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Class dismissed.